Hey there YouTube, France Hopper here. It is... God, what day is it now? It's Wednesday, September the 14th, and I am doing an upgrade from Windows 7 to the Windows 8 Developer Preview in VirtualBox. Just basically testing out to see if it works. And so here is a first boot up for you. I've already done a Windows 8 clean install that went pretty flawlessly, rather uneventful actually. That took about, I think, maybe 5 minutes, up to 10, if that. It was ridiculously fast because it was a clean install. This was an upgrade, and I also had to resize the virtual disk in VirtualBox. This took, God, I think over an hour, possibly 2 hours because of all of that. That probably, if you just had this all ready to go, would maybe take you half an hour or so. So it's just rebooting a couple times now. And this is the new startup screen. It's very simple, but very nice. And so you now have these little circling dots. Doing everybody's favorite thing, updating the registry. And now it's preparing to start up. This, of course, is a screen that you'll only see the first time you start up. Once you've started up, you know, done the first time setup and everything, this goes a lot faster, and you just have the circling dots. And so now it's getting devices ready. Getting the system ready. And now it's doing more preparing. And now it's going to restart again. I don't think it showed up, whoops, crap, that's a screensaver, on camera, but that screen did fade out. So now, starting up yet again. Dots are back. So this is the screen you normally see when you start up. So now I think we're actually on to the first time setup screen finally. Oh, wait, nope. More preparing. This reminds me of an old EA video game where it would be preparing to access memory card, accessing memory card, preparing to load data, loading data. Ah, those old days. Hey, this was free. This is free for anyone to download, not just developers. You can get it at dev.windows.com. So now it's applying user settings. And this actually should be interesting this time around, because previously it was a clean install. And one of the things that's new with Windows 8 is if you have a live ID, you can give it that, and it actually pulls pretty much all the data you have on there, name, picture, all of that stuff. And eventually, as you have more computers and devices running Windows 8, you can have supposedly your settings and eventually your files and everything sync across them. So this won't focus, but it says it's at 4%. So needless to say, yes, first time startup does take quite a while with Windows 8, but again, this is a developer preview, so that might get better, you know, in a release eventually. Now we're at 10% and climbing, finally. So again, one of the other things that might be slowing this down is I do have it running in VirtualBox. Gave it 2 gigs of memory, 128 megabytes of video RAM. I think it's only using one of my CPUs, but it's a 2.6 gigahertz Intel Xeon. Granted, it is from 2006, so of course, you know, times and performance will probably be better on a better system, and especially outside of VirtualBox. I don't know if the camera mic is picking it up, but the hard drive is grinding along. So it's definitely doing its job. There we go, finally fading out. Oops, that was slightly off. It was supposed to read personalized Windows, and then it had all the steps down there. So this is the new Welcome to Windows first time setup screen. It's got a green background this time as opposed to the typical blue that pretty much every other Windows has had. So this is what it looks like. If you want, pause to read it. And this does actually scroll. You can get my mouse here. There we go. So this is what scroll bars now look like in Windows 8. They kind of go away when not in use. There's all the things that it does with Express settings. So I'm just going to go ahead and do Express settings. So this is new. With Log On, you do, as I said before, now use a Windows Live ID to do so. So you can sign up for the live email if you already have one, or of course you can do, you know, just log in if you already have one. And since I migrated from Windows 7, as you can see, it's also giving me the option of simply skipping and using my account from that. So I'm going to set my camera down for just a second here while I do fill this out with my Windows Live ID, because I will go ahead and link that. Yep. And of course I have to remember what my darn password is. Oh, actually I read that wrong. You enter your old Windows password. There we go. There's also the option of don't log in with Windows ID. So these are supposed to be progress dots that move along. Now it wants me to really link my Live ID. So now I have to put in yet another password. And I forgot the screen, you do actually have to hit next. So there we go. It's now creating the account, finalizing settings. Please wait. So now it's pulled my name from Windows Live, and in a bit it should also pull the picture as well. This finally gave me an excuse to actually update the picture for this, because I had a picture associated with my Live ID that I haven't used for like 3 years because I don't use my Live ID at all. So yeah, I'm showing my Live ID email. Go ahead, spam me, I don't care, because like I said, I don't use that email at all. As far as I'm concerned, Hotmail can go suck a rail spike. And of course down here, there's the Windows Developer Preview again. And this is a lovely email you now get saying, oh hey, you've linked a new computer to your Live ID. And in that email it gives you the option of approving the link or rejecting it. I've just been approving them. I haven't rejected it because I haven't had the desire to find out what it does, nor do I really want to, given that this is the developer preview and who knows how broken it is. In fact, when I just did the clean install of Windows 8, I actually could not get a single application to launch. That was one problem that I had. The other problem I had was trying to find where shutdown now is. Once this is done, I'll actually show you where shutdown is now hidden. The other problem I had is I tried to log out because I couldn't find shutdown, and it hung on logging out for about 10 minutes before it finally gave up and said, okay, we'll just re-log back in. So it's still doing more preparing. I realize this video is already running long. Hopefully it doesn't run to 30 minutes. And once this does start up, I'll probably do a separate video just with a real quick glimpse at Windows 8 and some of the new features. There we go. Please wait. And of course, if you probably have this running in a real environment and with graphical drivers, this probably would take up the whole screen. VirtualBox right now does not support Windows 8, which is why I do have everything horrendously small. One of the nice things, though, is you do actually get Windows Aero complete with all animations, even on the basic driver now. So in Windows 8, Microsoft, it seems, has completely redone Aero and has made it a lot less resource intensive than previously. And so this was my desktop, and here is the brand new startup screen. This is what it looks like. It's got the green start. Here is the user tile. Here are the apps that it comes with. Eventually these will have pictures and stuff with them. As you can see, it's starting to populate now. Then if you want to go back to the old Windows desktop, the one that you're probably familiar with, click the desktop tile. It's finding it a bit of encouraging right now. There we go. It's still loading. There we go. And so there's the good old Windows desktop that you're probably more familiar with. So yep, there you go. Windows 8 Developer Preview, first boot up in VirtualBox, migrating from Windows 7. That's it.